Are you ready for your 10 of cups? Because that is what we got going on here. We have 10 of cups, king of cups. My goodness gracious. Okay, so you have been fighting an internal battle of some kind in your mind. Like you've been fighting, and specifically what this battle is like what you believe you're worthy of, what you believe you're actually capable of. And it's like you've been battling your own self resistance or resistance to something, okay? You may even have been like in your mind, like with your thoughts, resisting something that you I think your subconscious knows that this is a healing thing, that this is something that is meant to come in from the divine to create balance in your life, like to actually create the harmony that you need and want. But you're, for some reason, really defensive to it. But this is literally your 10 of Pentacles, which means long term stability, long term happiness, long term legacy, okay? With a King of Cups. This is with someone who is emotionally ready. 10 of Cups, full happiness, full like just this joy, this like togetherness that is so satisfying, so fulfilling, and it involves other people as well. It's like you and this person are going to create a heaven on earth, like an Eden type situation. I am absolutely sweating, by the way. So sorry if I'm just like the shiniest human in the world. It's 40 degrees and humid. So let me just put this on myself so I can shuffle more cards. Oh my god, sorry if there's noise. Okay. We have the Temperance in reverse here. So there's been, I think you're afraid that you're going to, I think you're afraid that this is going to destabilize you. And that's very understandable if you're not, if you haven't, if you haven't had this kind of love before, then this could feel triggering because it requires you to open up yourself, to open up to like this possibility that you may not have been actually embodying or may not have actually thought was actually possible. And so that's what this like internal resistance has been about, is you're actually self-defensive because you're self-defensive to the thing that you want, basically, to your happiness actually appearing in front of you. And so you've been trying to resist it and to kind of like, it's almost like you don't trust it. You don't trust that this is real. You don't trust that this is actually the thing arriving right now. You just don't believe it. You just don't believe it. And the cards are saying that this is actually a form, this is kind of like a bit of a trauma response, but it's all ultimately going to be okay. This is just to confirm that like if you're feeling like, yeah, right, that this message actually could be for you, because there's reason why. It's because you've had these connections in the past that have like ended suddenly and very traumatically, that looked like they were soul connections, but they actually like weren't. Like there was something off about them, or they proved to not be the right thing. And that caused you so much pain and anxiety just about the world, about yourself. You had to really like work through your own pain in order to heal from this stuff. And you've come out the other side. Like you've actually healed from this pattern of like rumination and anxiety based on false flame connections, right? Like false connections. Yeah, like there's been a lot of like fighting and conflict and stuff behind you, underlying your relationship history, that it's just really sad because all you want to do is just connect at the heart space and connect in reciprocity. And for some reason, it's just been like really, really challenging to do that and really anxiety inducing as well. And so that's why you're coming into this situation with this King of Cups, who's like, this is just like your wish fulfillment type situation here. Like on both, this is emotional and like financial, or like real material wealth. This is like wish fulfillment on all fronts. and you just don't believe it. You just don't believe it's real. So it's really funny. You might both be artists, or there's some kind of, you're either an artist, there's a creative element here to your life and to what you want to bring into your life, what you want your life to be about, right? Like you want creativity, beauty, expression, joy, authenticity to be like a central component of your life, and you want to live in alignment with your truth. And this is like I think this is like a soulmate from perhaps, like it might not be like a past life soulmate, but it's in some way someone who has been like sent by the divine in order to almost like fulfill or mend your faith in humanity, to mend your faith in humanity, in the way that people can actually love. I think that you know that you're here to love, and you've been wanting to believe that this is possible, that other people can love well as well, can love well as well as you. But you've had to put up your boundaries. You've had to put up these like protective boundaries around you because of your experiences in the past. And you just know, like, not everybody has access to you. Not everybody has access to like this beautiful energy that you just like naturally channel through you. You have to be protective of it. You have to have boundaries. You have to like make sure that the person or the people that are coming in to share your energy in this intimate way, your love, right? Because when you shower love on others, it's this like inspiring thing. Like you are a muse for others just as much as the world is a muse for you. And so you have to protect that, right? So you've mastered your ability to protect your energy, to communicate clearly so that you can like make sure that you're sort of funneling or filtering out the wrong people, filtering in the right people, right? Yeah, this is like an alignment, like a divine alignment period that it's meant to really like start you fresh, to start off a fresh chapter in your life. And things are just coming together, like it's being orchestrated from outside of you. Yeah, and so this period of life, like this person coming in is meant to bring joy. It's meant to bring vitality and like a lot of play, a lot of life force back into your life. Like this relationship, this person, at least this King of Cups. And if this is not a person, this is just the energy that you were like coming into in yourself, right? And probably both, because when we have that energy within ourselves, the world like mirrors it back to us. But basically, like if this is a person or an external circumstance, it's like finally there's someone who actually infuses you with life force rather than the opposite, because you are someone who like channels creative energy, and you have this purity and this buoyancy to your energy. And so when other people connect with you, they feel lighter and you often take on their stuff. But this is someone who comes in and actually offers you enjoyment and life force so that you can actually feel like being you're being lit up, you know? So this is inevitable and it's a new beginning. And I'm really feeling like this might be someone that you've like just met, because we have the bud here. It's like potential and, a new like fresh thing. It's kind of delicate. So I think you really want to take your time with this. Don't rush, because the bud needs space and time to grow into like a full thing. Like it needs to grow into its maturity. And when it's a bud, it's very delicate. And so any kind of like manhandling in the wrong way can really actually like disturb that process and can damage the very new, fresh petals that are like still all kind of like taut. So I think that's you. You're still a bit holding yourself tight together like a bud, And so if this person comes in trying to like open you up like too quickly, figuratively or literally, like actually just like if they try to kind of barrel in with like a lot of hot and heavy energy, then you need to be very communicative. You need to communicate your boundaries and be really protective even still, because this person is not a harmful person at all. This is like beautiful energy, but their enthusiasm might actually like make you feel, it might damage the situation, or it might at least just make you feel like you're not safe or you're not fully like being respected, and then your purity could get in some way kind of like muddled. And so you need to be still protective of what your boundaries are, and then that just like creates a safer and stronger relationship and situation in general for everybody. So yeah, we really are getting this energy of like artists. So I think that you should journal about this as well. Like if you're feeling a little resistant or you're feeling a little unsure, a little freaked out by this, definitely journal about it. Definitely make art about it. Definitely just like channel it through your body in whatever way, through movement, through communication, through like talking, anything like that's going to help, because it's going to help you to like hear yourself speak, and to know really how you feel about this. So there has been a period of like pause on this, and I think it's so that you can all assess what it is that you need. Okay, this is like okay, hold on. I I need to sort my shit out. It's like, you know, when like the ball is rolling so quickly that you start to feel a bit you start to realize, like, you look around and you're like, I don't even know where I am anymore. So you need to like stop, pause, assess your surroundings, clean up your surroundings, make sure that you're looking at everything, that you've taken account of everything you need to take account of, so that you're really feeling grounded, and then you move forward. And I think that that's what this period has been about. Like there's been like a pause or like a suspension in the progress of something. And that's been so that you can fully reintegrate yourself back into the present moment. You can get back into your intentions, back into your body, make sure you're seeing everything realistically, everything with like, without the rose colored glasses, but rather with this like, this clarity that you need to have, so that you can, yeah, justice, that you can move forward with um, with your integrity intact and in a fair way. It's like, so that everything is very truthful. You want to move forward with truthfulness. Yes, Queen of Swords. You really, really want to make sure that you are being honest with yourself and with everybody involved here. The honesty thing is really, really important. Wheel of Fortune. I think something kind of like hangs in the balance here. That's what the Hangman is also talking about. It's like something hangs in the balance. Your fortune hangs in the balance here, depending on how you act. You need to act with honesty and integrity, clarity. You need to have strong boundaries. You need to have strong communication. And that is literally what leads you to the King of Cups. I think you're surrounded by the promise of your fortune being these two tens, right? It's like you are you are manifesting this beautiful life that is expansive, that is committed, that is has long-term stability, has long-term happiness, has happiness that expands beyond just you. It's like family and community life as well. And you are I think you're realizing that you can't noodle this like in your brain, right? You can't think overly analytically about this stuff. You have to kind of just hold your ground, be honest about where you're at, and move forward with a sense of like almost feeling your way through, right? There is going to be really like quick, swift movement after this period of assessment and suspension ends. It's like eventually you get brought down from the tree, right? Like eventually you get your feet back on the ground. You can move forward, and then there's this like incredible sense um, of motion and destiny and like like conviction in the path. It's like you will feel so sure That certainty is something that you are looking for, right? Or that's something that you have not had. So you're going to have this like incredibly powerful certainty. And that comes through this process of taking your time, holding your boundaries, making, assessing things based on how they make you feel. Is this something that makes you feel out of balance, or is it something that makes you feel actually reciprocated? Like, do you feel like you are able to keep your feet on the ground while also experiencing something wonderful and magical? Or does something like throw you completely out of your window of tolerance? Like, you know what I mean? Like, or throw out of your comfort zone too far and then you don't, like you've become disembodied, that kind of thing. You don't want something that makes your brain scrambly. You want something that makes you feel like you have clear thoughts, like you're clear of mind, right? Justice is really, really strong here. So that energy speaks to the need for balance in yourself, the need for reciprocity, and the need for truth. This also means that you need to be keeping your eyes very, very wide open to like the stark realities of things so that you can really assess things truthfully and make judgment calls, or make a judgment call that really does resonate with your highest good, with your greatest well-being. I think that you've been low key a little bit disappointed um, up until now or in the past, and you're just kind of like, I don't even know, man. Like you're not taking the energy of like, you're not pursuing things necessarily, but you really are just like waiting to see how things unfold. And I think that's a good thing. I think you need to just sort of be like a little bit more detached and but I do also think that you have kind of like a mindset that leans more towards expecting less or expecting things not to be very impressive. Um, which is really, yeah, which is fine, but you're going to be like, I think you're going to be swept off your feet here with the Chariot card. This is like being swept off your feet, which is why this energy is so funny. Actually, it's kind of giving rom-com, where you're like this very kind of like self-protective person, and then all of a sudden someone comes in and they're like, hey, and they sweep you off your feet and you're like, what? And you feel kind of destabilized from the whole thing. Yeah, Knight of Cups, 100%, like knight in shining armor type vibes. Like they come in and they just scoop you, and then you're just like, what? And you're gone. So I think that like this period of suspension too, whether it was with this person and you guys need to just stabilize yourselves before this can all like kind of move forward, or it was just like in general in your life you've just been like stasis, just been like, okay, like I don't know, I'm just wait for this to one day appear, and then it just appears, and then you're moving, and you're like, whoa. And you might actually be literally moving somewhere. That also could be a thing. um, this is the coming back around. This is the rebirth. This is like something finally just like blooms into life after a period of like really intense decomposition, death, like transmutation of darkness and of pain. It's like this is literally the spring. This is the coming of this of the growth season, right? Like this is the fruits of your labor are finally showing themselves. Oh my God. Love that. I love that for you. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. If you want a personal session, personal readings, check it out on my website. I have a couple options. I do one-on-one sessions over like FaceTime, Zoom, or you can do a pre-recorded reading, 15 or 30 minutes. That's also a thing. Or if you want to go deeper and do like a longer 3-month program where we actually really assess and look at what your capacity is right now and maybe why your manifestations are or aren't working, and how you can actually work from a grounded body first approach to actually embodying your dreams, then you might be interested in my Creative Temple program. That's also on my website, so go check it out if you're interested. It's a very beautiful and committed devotional space where we spend a good chunk of time together that allows you to really get settled into what it is that you really need in this moment to make your dreams a reality. It's very devotional, it's very sacred, it's very trauma informed, and I am very proud of it. So, yeah, check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, it's so nice to have you here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.